The topic is Peacemakers Against Violence, and we're talking to Mr. LGreenlee and Ms. MHorn. And of course, Mr. Greenlee and Ms. Horn, before we had our final commercial break, we promised that we'd give you an opportunity to talk about some other aspects of Peacemakers Against Violence. And one thing that is that strikes me is the fact that quite recently we've had many reports of so many of our young people being involved in homicides. As a matter of fact, I think that there's a disproportionate number involved in homicides around Nashville than in other cities of comparable size. And so let's see if we can talk about some of these youth killers, these individuals, and that's a terrible word to say, but that's essentially what they become once they kill somebody. And let's talk about that from that perspective.
Well, every time I want to mention something like that, I have to go with political, social, and cultural.
Oh, do that.
You know what I mean? I have to. Because the lack of certain opportunities and things for certain people in certain communities, it automatically triggers other things.
Okay, good.
You can't get past that. You can look past it, but you have to understand that we need to start to offer opportunities, and then find how can we get these kids back in school to get some education. So therefore, we can stop a lot of things in the long run. The young lady, the lady that got killed the other day in the store.
Okay.
She had a gun. The gun was just like his gun. It was false security. So we're sitting around here toting the guns, and instead of us getting with the problem, we're trying to get this false security of holding the gun and thinking the gun gonna protect us, and it never has been a protection. It was organized what it was for, really for hunting, for sports. Okay, so now when you look at these kind of things that I look at, and I realize that, now I say I have faith in God.
Good.
Okay, so now where is my gun come in play? My gun had to come in play because of my faith of man.
Of your fear too of
absolutely. I haven't owned a gun since 1978, 1980 or something like that, because it never has occurred to me that it can really protect me, because it's like Billy the Kid, whoever got the gun first is the one who's going to win.
Well, that seemed to be Western style violence that most of these young people are practicing now. I mean, they shoot before they even think, you know.
Well, you can't be thinking, you have to be reacting. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to quit complaining. Let's get down to some real brass stuff. And let me say something else too. We keep trying to bring other folks in other communities to our communities. First of all, our people don't trust us. So it's going to be hard for them to trust somebody else. We need to go head on. All of us who come up out of the madness, let's call a big meeting. And no matter what you're doing, let me assist you. No matter what I'm doing, let you assist me. And let's start some things to get our kids in. Because once we bring folk from the outside in, those kids hearted, man, look, they're not going to help us. They're going to go home at 7 o'clock. This is all the things that we got to deal with. We have to get realistic. We have to quit playing this fairy tale facade. It's not going to solve our problems. I'm telling you, if we don't hurry up and do something, we're going to be devastated. It's 14 now. What about 9?
Good. And it goes down. Yeah, it goes down before it goes up.